This is a Fulcrum SideQuest mini-sode. Short, focused opinions on psychology and storytelling, personal reflections, unscripted thoughts, maybe even some of your suggestions. Here's Fulcrum.
Welcome to SideQuests, a mini-sode series from Dark Character Profiler. These are the detours, the hidden trails off the main path, where we explore the overlooked, the unexpected, and real-world psychological echoes. Let's get into today's side quest. In this mini arc, I've been talking about silence, about why it doesn't always calm the mind, and about music, and how structured sound can help regulate thought without demanding attention. This side quest sits between those two ideas, and it's going to lean a little more psychological than the others, because the question underneath all of this is simple. What actually quiets the mind? I was listening recently to a long-form conversation with Dr. K on the Julian Dorey Podcast, and he made an observation that stuck with me. He pointed out that there are very few moments where a person experiences true absence of thought. Not fewer thoughts, not calmer thoughts, but a collapse of thought altogether. If you're interested in hearing that conversation directly, I've linked the full episode in the show notes. What matters psychologically isn't the examples themselves. It's the mechanism behind them. In those moments, attention is no longer divided. From a cognitive standpoint, attention is a limited resource. When it's spread across internal narratives, memories, and future projections, the mind feels loud. But when attention is forcibly narrowed, when it's anchored entirely by the body, there's no remaining bandwidth for thought to wander. This isn't suppression, it's saturation. The mind doesn't quiet because it's being silenced. It quiets because attention has been fully claimed. This helps explain something many people notice intuitively. Silence doesn't remove stimulation. It removes external structure. And without structure, the brain defaults inward. That inward turn activates self-referential processing, the same systems involved in rumination, memory replay, and imagined futures. So for many minds, silence doesn't bring stillness. It brings amplification. When the body is fully engaged, though, the hierarchy shifts. The nervous system prioritizes sensation, immediacy, present moment demands. Cognition becomes secondary. And this is where music becomes especially interesting from a psychological perspective. Music doesn't force attention to collapse. It guides it. Rhythm, melody, and familiarity create predictable patterns. Those patterns give the attentional system something stable to track. The result isn't silence, it's containment. Thought is still present, but it's constrained, organized. From a psychological standpoint, this is regulation, not avoidance. It's the nervous system choosing a structure that keeps cognition from overwhelming itself. So if your mind only feels quiet when something else is happening, that doesn't mean you're incapable of stillness. It may mean your mind requires supported attention rather than enforced silence. Silence isn't the same as peace, and psychological quiet doesn't always come from removing sound. Sometimes it comes from choosing the right structure to hold your attention. That's the end of this side quest mini-sode. Thank you for coming along with me on a journey off the beaten path. See you next time.
That's it for today's side quest. If you have any topic suggestions, send us an email at darkcharacterprofiler@gmail.com. Don't forget, Dark Character Profiler returns next week. Thank you for listening.